6 a.m.
Watch Walking on the Word with Apostle Professor J. Andrew Scott every Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m.
An apostle have it? Cause 3 contracts to be released to you. So as of tonight, the realm of the supernatural is active and activated to cause 3 contracts. Pow! 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 In Jesus' name.
I am Candy Pang.
What a guan? What a guan?
That a guan pa.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a guan? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
And that's a guan pa. What a guan?
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Walking on the Word with Apostle Professor J. Andrew Scott every Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m.
Hallelujah. And then you have some people now when you look forward for them, they bring a joy to you. They make you laugh. When you see them, they make you give you a good vibe. And then people that you want around you, man. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Now follow me with your heavy self, man. Sure. Your heavy down, sir. Hallelujah.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Every dream conquered is another dream game. I land and I fly again like a jet plane. Headed straight in your direction. 'Cause I'm wiser, one step closer. I'm winning 'cause I work so hard. And the music keeps on playing, and the people never say we are march up the dance. Oh, what a feeling! Don't stop dreaming. Keep on believing in the power of the feeling. Whatever you want, take a chance. Song in your heart, step in your dance. You got the spark, don't be the dark. Shine your lights on. The street, they call it.
Welcome to Jam Rock, jump where the thugs and combat. Now in a van back, it in a your handbag, your knapsack, it in a your backpack. The smell of your girlfriend, some boy not know this. Them only come around like tourists on the beach with a few club sodas, bedtime stories.
Hey.
Yo, I wish I had the big flag. You know the flag that you get to wave? Whoosh. The big one. Whoosh.
Hello there. Good morning, good morning. It's a new day. It's a new week. The same month, but it's Monday, and good morning to all of you, our Sunrise Nation. I am Jason Brown with the lovely Beyonce Teeks this morning.
Let me tell you something.
Listen,
we decided to give it a little change this morning.
I just want to touch it. But it look expensive. I don't even want to touch it.
That's enough. That's enough. But let me tell you something, Jason.
Yeah.
Me don't know the hot girl them do it, you know. As it put on, I want to take it off. It's hot, you know. ladies who wear the pieces, the wigs, the sewings, all the things that come down to here, the bust downs, all those things. How wanna do
Bust
it?
down.
Right now I'm in the AC. See me here? Jeez, yo, the time hot. My
Listen,
seat
me walk in this morning and I say, who
no,
this?
sir.
Who is this?
Anyway, so guys, enjoy it. Maybe for a week. Get used
That's
to it.
rich.
About a week.
That is rich.
It's not rich.
It is rich.
It's hot.
So TK, it's good to see you.
It's so good to see you. How was the weekend?
You know, I had a really great weekend.
I love it.
I
Tell
did.
me.
I went to Gen Care, and I got my body taken care of. So I had like a
Wait,
facial.
hold on. Do that again. You got your body what?
Taken care of. So I had a massage. I had a facial. I had what do you call it? Mani and pedicure. Yeah, man.
Okay.
I have to big up. Listen, I had the most amazing experience. 3 staff members made my entire Saturday. So I have to shout out Anita and Kelly and Alisa. Let me tell you something, laugh, TK.
Oh my
And
gosh.
they watch the show. They are watching.
Oh,
So
that's a
big up. Oh no.
Great
Listen,
morning
I felt
to
like
you,
a
ladies.
king.
Thank you for taking care of our
The
Jason.
king that I am.
Okay.
Recognize my kingship.
So you did a facial, a mani, and a pedi.
Yeah. Massage.
So you go back to the massage. Oh, I was just about to say, going back for the massage, you did the whole works.
Whole works.
Jason, I
It's
like
a brand
it.
new body.
And that's what I love about Jason. You know, Jason's one of them man, they're going to take care of himself. Gentlemen, when last you go for a facial? When last you go for a massage? When last you go do a little, you know what I mean? You know, fix up yourself.
So how about you? What did you do?
You know, I did a little of this and a little of that.
Touring again?
I was outside. I did a little outside.
Best weekend ever?
No.
Couldn't manage that?
No. But you know, I for all those people who enjoyed it, I hope you had a great time. I heard it was good. I heard the parties were good.
It looked festive.
It looked very festive on social
very
media.
festive.
I was very jealous, but no.
I was not.
No?
No.
Sometimes, you know, like them something.
I couldn't picture myself being in cowboy outfits in the sun in Jamaica. I don't feel like it worked for me. Everybody, they looked really good.
They looked good.
They looked amazing.
They looked good.
Jamaica, they have money, you know. they have money, may I tell you. Like what, 40 grand a ticket?
Hey.
Plus the hotel and the Airbnb?
Hey. You just the money pedi massage and
No, that's
facial.
an investment.
Okay.
In me.
Okay.
I couldn't be at with a TK.
People could argue that was a networking opportunity.
That is true.
That's a network.
That is true, but I don't have it for that.
Well, that was play. Let's do a little bit of education now. You ready?
Take me there.
You ready? Let's
Yes.
go. We have the word of the day, and the word of the day is garrulous, which means talking way too much, usually about unimportant things. I do this sometimes.
I feel like you're trying to shade me, you know.
Me, you, never that. So, garrulous, using it in a sentence. I liked when I was doing the interview with the new intern. She looks like she has skill, you know, but sometimes she was a little garrulous in the interview. That work? Producer, talk to me. That is used well in a sentence. You know, so the producer here, the best.
Well, I think the quote for the day: do what you can with what you have, where you are. I'm not gonna be garrulous this morning. And that was by Theodore Roosevelt. I like that.
No, say it again. Hold on. I was sorry.
It is do what you can.
Do what you can.
With what you have.
With what you have.
Where you are.
Where you are. I love
i.e.
that.
occupy space.
Plus, i.e. don't wait until everything is in place. You have all the ducks lined up in a row. Just start where you are.
Because you have something where you are.
You have to.
Yeah,
So, for example, maybe you're one of those people who watching social media all the time and you say, I'd love to make videos, but I'm not a lighting, and I don't have the mic, and I don't have the pretty camera there, and I don't think I have the space. And use what you have. You have one phone.
Do something.
And you just stand up by the window. And you're just talking that phone because you're not on the mic yet. But
you're on a roll this morning.
I'm just trying to use what I have, okay? I'm doing what I can till I can what I do.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? No, okay, all right. What's next?
So we have some trending topics. So Jamaica Day Parade makes history in Brooklyn.
Ooh.
I saw that,
it.
and I was so jealous.
Oh I was proud.
I'm not a crowd guy, but I would have loved to be there. So Brooklyn came alive for its first ever Jamaica Day Parade, celebrating Jamaica's culture, music, and Caribbean Pride. The event brought together members of the Jamaican and wider Caribbean community, setting the stage for an even bigger celebration.
I love that.
So I felt so proud to be Jamaican.
It was like a sea
But just
of
the
black,
what
green and gold.
TK, me that take my money and jump on a plane just to go to
I
that.
wish we had a video of it. It was literally like a sea of black, green, and gold, and everybody was smiling. Everybody was walking
it was so
together.
Jamaican.
It felt so united.
Oh my
Good morning
God.
to everybody in Brooklyn who was out there in those streets, making Jamaica proud, representing us well in our colors. We really appreciate it.
I'll be there next year. Mark my words. Next year. I'm going to be there.
Oh, but the party too expensive for you, but you go fly, go foreign. Go.
You're being garrulous, TK.
You know,
all right.
true. You're right.
So Spices, Miss World Body, ETK, tops US iTunes reggae chart. So dancehall queen Spices adding another #1 to her growing list of achievements. Her collaboration with the Argentine artist, yes, I don't know her name, La Jaquan. Miss World Body has climbed to the top of the US iTunes reggae chart, giving Jamaican dancehall another major win on the international stage. Spice is doing it, man.
Spice is always doing it. And
how old is Spice?
You're being garrulous. Let's not, we don't. She's royalty. She looks fabulous.
She does.
She continues to, excel.
Yeah.
Put age schmage. She's but what she feels. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so we have one more.
One more?
Yes,
All right,
yes.
talk to me.
Talk about it now. Come and feel like, say, we're on the same trend. You're Badaban, right?
Listen, I have to talk about it. So I was going through my phone over the weekend and I was looking at things that I have been doing and have done. And I went, remember when MPG, that's Miss Pearlie's grandson. Good morning, Miss Pearlie's grandson, who's apparently his name is Andrew. Did not know that.
It's Andrew.
Didn't know that until he came here. But anyway, he hosted the Badaban competition. Well, it's not a competition. It's not a clash.
Celebration of culture.
But it was a celebration of culture.
Yes.
Right? So it's like being at a dead yard without the dead, him say. So let me tell you something. Me go mandeville MPG. Your event, Badaban,
you were there?
Excellent. Yeah, me take them video here. It was excellent. It was excellent. The people them have fun. There were people of all ages. The vibe was nice. There were two live bands, and they were each given different rounds to play in different amounts of times. And it's the person the band that gave the biggest vibe. They are the ones who won, basically. So, we're talking about older people, younger people, men, women, children, just jump up and pray. It was fun.
It looks amazing.
And I think that this should be a part of the Emancipendence celebration every year. MPG, I challenge you. I challenge any sponsors.
Auntie Babsy.
If you're interested in
Put
culture,
it on the roster, man.
It was such a beautiful culture.
But don't we have activities leading up to Independence Day that happens at the village? So it can be a part of probably the mellow go round, a segment, a part of that?
I'm telling you, Miss Pearlie grandson, your event did
my commission for the idea, because it will happen.
Wow.
It will happen.
Wow. Commission, you say?
Yes. So do we have any birthday this morning, TK?
I believe we do. So happy birthday to our very own sunriser, Miss Lucille Bennett, celebrating her birthday today. And greetings are coming from your great-grandsons, Shamari and Jaleel Patterson. Also, birthday greetings coming to Shireen, coming from your sister's son, nephews.
Watch out.
Happy birthday to you, especially if you listen, if you have a birthday greeting, send it on in, send it to us on our social media pages. And we'd love to big up your family, especially on their birthday, right?
Yes.
Or anniversary. We love around here. Send the anniversary pics.
We do. So it's time for our first break.
Yay.
But do we have a pocket of sunrise this morning?
I'm not so sure. Do we have a pocket of sunrise?
All right, so we have a pocket of sunrise. Let's watch that, yeah.
Everybody,
Done by Sagicor Life is $6.50.
Top up online instead. I beg you top up online instead. Don't bother hold up the lane and waste people time. Beg you top up online instead. Download the Mighty Tag app and have fun to your T-Tag. Anytime, anywhere, any amount I can spare. Just top up online instead. Tell us work hard for you. Nobody give them more work for you. Don't hold up them time. Just top up online. Beg you top up online instead. Get 10 trip in the tag and free. That's why you have money for dash way. No join the manual line. Top up online. Beg you top up online instead. If the Mighty Tag up it a hurt up your head. Hey, top up with WhatsApp instead. Send a one text 3553336. Beg you top up online instead.
Need to pass your CSEC CAPE exams to get that dream job or to qualify for university? Then Distinction College is the school for you. We have locations in Kingston, Spanish Town, St. Elizabeth, and Ocho Rios. Start day, evening, and Saturday classes this coming term and sit CSEC CAPE exams for January's resit or May, June. Maths, law, science, English. We have the lowest school fees. Register before the end of the month and win an entire term free. Call us at 354-8560.
School expenses adding up? Get ready for school with Chris and Charles. From July 9 to August 31, enjoy a low interest rate on loans of $1.5 and $2 million. Plus, get 25% off the processing fee on loans of $1 million Jamaican dollars and above. You could also qualify for one of 50 ready for school grants worth 60,000 Jamaican dollars each. Visit your nearest Chris and Charles branch or www.chrisandcharles.com for details. When you think loans, think Chris and Charles. Conditions apply.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Watagwan. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVMTV.
Welcome back, Sunrisers. The time now is just about 6:18, and that means it's time to call out the headliner, the Beyonce Teeks. Hey, TK.
Good morning, JV. Good morning, and good morning. I don't think I reached Beyonce yet. Let me get a little more used to it.
All right.
You know what I mean? But thank you. I appreciate you speaking life into me.
Yes.
And over my life. You know what I mean? All right. So let's jump into the headlines. My people, let's do it. So first up, Special Olympics Caribbean Beach Games to be hosted right here in Montego Bay. Well, in Jamaica, Montego Bay. Making history this November, Jamaica is set to host the inaugural Special Olympics Caribbean Beach Games at Harmony Beach Park in Montego Bay. The games will run from November 18 to 22 and will unite approximately 2,000 athletes, coaches, caregivers, and officials, making it the largest gathering in the region for athletes with intellectual disabilities. Football, basketball, and open water swim run competitions will be featured, further strengthening Jamaica's reputation as a leading sports tourism destination. Now, among the supporters are Chase Fund, UNESCO, Digicel, Lions Clubs, and several private sector organizations. The Jamaica Constabulary Force also aided Special Olympics Jamaica in raising $9.9 million to send the national football team to the recent Special Olympics Unified Football World Cup in Paris, where they reached the final. Now, with athletes from 20 Caribbean countries set to participate, Chairman of the Special Olympics Jamaica Board, Aldrich Ali McNabb, says the Games represent a defining moment for Jamaica and the regional Special Olympics movement, providing an opportunity to showcase the country's organizational capacity, hospitality, awareness, acceptance, and commitment to inclusion.
That sounds exciting.
Isn't that nice?
Jamaica's becoming a hub for these things.
Absolutely.
Aren't you going to be hosting the Women's World Cup some years from now?
Yes, we won the bid to do Women's World Cup as well. And so what I love about this, though, is this Special Olympics and anything that gives inclusion to people who are differently abled, I think is such a beautiful thing, because for so long, you know, there have not really been a lot of spaces for people to whether participate or compete at a high level and things like that. And so to know that not only is it happening around the world, but Jamaica is front and center and even hosting this event, it really shows how far we have come and how far we're going. So
I love that.
I love that. So let's mark our calendars, November 18 to 22, right over there in Montego Bay. You know what I mean? All right. So next up, a healthy force is an effective force. JCF Medical Services branch team hosts Back to School Health Fair. The Jamaica Constabulary Force is investing in the health and wellness of its members and their families through their Back to School Health Fair in Clarendon. On Friday, August 7, the JCF Medical Services branch team partnered with the Clarendon Welfare Division and the Ministry of Health and Wellness to host part 2 of the initiative. The health fair provided free essential health services to JCF members, their children, and their families ahead of the upcoming school year. Services included doctor consultations, chronic illness screening, physiotherapy, nutrition counseling, immunizations, HIV testing, and mobile pharmacy services. Children of staff also benefited from school medicals and dental services, and the initiative forms part of efforts to support the health and well-being of JCF members and their families, helping to ensure a safer and stronger service to communities across Jamaica.
I have no notes. I love the fact that the narrative the JCF is changing, and we're seeing them doing so much more than just quote-unquote fighting crime.
Yeah.
You know, it humanizes them. I love that.
Yeah.
And their families deserve the attention as well.
That is what I was going to say.
Yeah.
It's one thing to like really pour into the team, the JCF team and the workers, and because we all acknowledge they have a hard job.
That I would never want to do.
Nobody necessarily wants to be front-facing with Jamaican crime. And so, you know, they're doing all this work. They're doing it island-wide. They're clearly doing a great job. Our crime levels have reduced year over year. But more importantly is that they're now being taken care of on a wholesome level. You know what I mean? Thinking of their well-being, their health, their wellness, their mental wellness, but also their family.
Their families.
Their families.
That's the part I love.
Their families.
Because they do have families.
And they do have families. And, you know, really and truly, their families, I'm sure they loan their daddy, they loan their mommy, they loan their husband, they loan their wife to us in service of our safety. And so kudos to the JCF, kudos to the JCF family members, and thank you for, you know, making us have your mommy, daddy, and husband and wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so last up, expansion of Maypen Hospital progresses on schedule now. Expected to significantly enhance healthcare delivery in Clarendon and neighboring parishes, the 10,000 square foot expansion at Maypen Hospital will provide additional clinical space and specialty services. These will include expanded laboratory services, digital X-ray and mammography, and a minor operating theatre capable of performing day surgeries. Bed capacity in the main hospital will also increase from approximately 155 to around 200 as some services relocate to the newly expanded building. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. The Honourable Christopher Tufton, said the expansion is expected to create more than 180 new positions for doctors, nurses, specialists, administrators, and support staff. He also stressed the importance of improved infrastructure, matching the compassion of healthcare delivery, while the ministry strengthens its accountability framework to ensure patient-centered care and improved staff welfare. Senior Medical Officer at Maypen Hospital, Dr. Curtis A. Price, said the additional diagnostic services, treatment capacity, and improved facilities for chronic disease and cancer care will help shorten waiting times and improve patient flow for residents of Clarendon and surrounding parishes.
I love everything you're coming with this morning, TK.
You know what I mean? Sometimes we just have to give it to you.
It's just the new you. It's just the new you. I love the fact that we're paying attention to the infrastructure of our health care spaces.
God. Yeah.
It's so needed. It is needed. And the sector is heavy. You have persons who can access services, persons who have prolonged waiting times. So I love the fact that we're seeing the expansion, which will also expand the labor force.
Yeah.
So persons will have jobs and persons will have access to quicker services.
Yeah.
I love that.
Which is an absolute win-win.
Yeah.
And what I appreciate is that it's in Clarendon. You know what I mean? There's so many times when oftentimes you need to do something, you need to access something, you have to always either travel to Kingston, or if it's going on Mobay, or you have to, and because there's so many services kind of centered around that.
Yeah.
Whereas when Clarendon is now being expanded and everything is, elevated, it really can help to know maybe people, instead of coming all the way into Kingston, they can stop in Clarendon and get their things done. And anything named shorten wait time,
it's good in healthcare. It's great in healthcare.
Great. Okay.
It's great.
And not just in healthcare, but I like when we, and the fact that the facility is being improved. So even just being in the space, there's something about working in a space that feels good, that also has, spill-off effects. Maybe it lighten your mood, it lighten the load. The job is hard, I'm sure. But to be in a space that you feel good in, that can help you to provide better care.
Resources are good as well.
Resources are better. Man. We love it. We love it.
I love it too. I love it too. I'm like, give us a hospital in every parish. Let's do it.
I would love a new, modern, fresh, with all the state-of-the-art medical equipment, because healthcare is one of those things that's
fully air-conditioned.
Hey, I could have wear my wig going there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because it would be nice and cool. And speaking of cool, that's enough for me.
Yes, thank
I'll be cool over here as we go to break.
TK is killing me this morning, and thank you so much, TK, for all the good news you shared this morning. Yes, Beyonce Teeks. So coming up after the break, it's Money Masterclass with none other than Carlton G. Stew on all platforms. Don't move a muscle. You're watching Sunrise.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What a guan?
What a guan?
That a guan, pa.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a guan! Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVMTV.
That's a guan, pa. What a guan?
Walking on the Word with Apostle Professor J. Andrew Scott every Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m.
Hallelujah. And then you have some people now where you look forward for them. They bring a joy to you. They make you laugh. When you see them, they make you give you a good vibe. And them people that you want around you, man. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Now follow me with your heavy self, man. Sure. Your heavy down, sir. Hallelujah.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Watch Walking on the Word with Apostle Professor J. Andrew Scott every Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m.
An apostle. Cause 3 contracts to be released to you. So as of tonight, the realm of the supernatural is active and activated to cause 3 contracts. Pow! 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 In Jesus' name.
Should critical illness strike, don't let worry fill your head. Say hello to happiness and goodbye to worry with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan. Secure your medical expenses in the event of critical illness ahead of time while benefiting from our investment portfolio and so much more. Give yourself and your family the peace of mind you deserve with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan today and live secure, live easy.
Welcome back, Sunrisers. It's money time for the money people. It's time for Money Masterclass, brought to you by Guardian Life. And there's an important aspect of back to school prep that most people neglect until they're deep in the school term and start scrambling. And that's managing school expenses throughout the year. So in week 2 of our Money Masterclass, Back to School Financial Prep Series, our financial educator and author, Carlton Stewart, looks at how parents can prepare for the ongoing costs that come with the school year, from lunch money, transportation, extracurricular activities, all those unexpected school expenses. We'll discuss practical ways families can plan ahead, manage their monthly spending, and avoid being caught off guard. So the goal is to help parents, guardians, you out there looking after your children. We want you to move beyond simply preparing for the first day of school and creating a financial plan that supports your children throughout the entire school year. So good morning, Carlton. Very important conversation. I am ready for you to drop some gems on us this morning.
Let us go this morning. I love when you do the introduction, you say you're a financial educator and author. Put on the part.
It have a nice ring to it.
We're not forgetting that part.
Okay.
Not at all.
Let's talk money.
Let's talk money.
Good morning, everybody. So TK mentioned something so important. And when you remember back to school, we're so focused as parents and guardians on September morning. Get the new bag, the new shoes, the new uniform, and those things are important. So last week we started this series, and Amoy and Jason, they were in class last week, and they were flabbergasted because it's time for them to start. But they must say, now the start is so expensive to have the kids them know. But we looked at some basic things, and somehow we missed out some other important areas. So as September starts, about 500,000 kids are going back to school from baby up to first year of college, etc. And the average child will cost a parent about $50,000 per month, $50,000 average in different costs. Whether it's lunch money cost, I'll get to them, maybe snacks, transportation, field trip, extracurricular activities, school projects that sometimes we don't plan for. We remember the main ones like lunch money sometimes, but somehow we don't remember the field trip them sometimes. At the start of the school year, we don't remember the child that they want to do netball. We don't remember the projects that are coming home. No, we don't remember these things. So we focus on the big ticket items only, and then those small ones just start stressing you out in the middle of the school year. But don't fret. Let's jump to some practical tips this morning how we can alleviate that. So number 1, I want to treat back to school not as a one-off thing, but a year-round budget. Because the kids go to school for the entire year with expenses for the entire year. And so often we focus, as I mentioned, on only one thing. So one thing that I do that I recommend to parents and guardians who have children, you look at what is the expense category for like school fee, all the major items. Jason will add them up. So if for the year it costs me $1 million for my child to go back to school, or 500,000 or 300,000, I divide that by 12. For me, it's per semester, for example. So if my semester fee is $400,000, it's $300,000, for example, it's 180. I divide that by the 4, and every single month, I ensure that as a good parent, I put down that money, TK, every single month. because you don't want it to come and shock you December or shock you next year, August. So you plan ahead. What's one thing that many of us grow up to is our parents doing partner. And that's a good way as well to treat the school year that way. You get a partner during August, back to school expenses to last you for the rest of the year. Yeah. That's also a good one. Number two, when you put down that monthly money, I always encourage to create a dedicated school fund. I call it a sinking fund. I live by this. So I have a sinking fund for everything. Sinking fund for vacation, sinking fund for back to school, sinking fund for insurance, different sinking funds, and it works like a charm. So what you do, you go on your online banking platform, anywhere at all, and you create an account for the sole purpose. And in this case, for school expenses, that's the sole purpose for that account. And every month, you put that money over in the account. So if it's 30,000 a month, you drop it in the account. If it's 20,000 a month, you put it in the account to ensure that when you reach the quarter, you reach the year end, there is money in the account for solely that purpose. In my case, everything goes into that account for school. When it's time for lunch money, I go into that account. When it's time for netball, I go into that account. When it's time for swimming, I go into that account. Because me can't take the stress. I don't like stress and problems.
So Carlton, what about the parents who are not fans of the banking system? What can they do?
You put the money over. I was about to say, I put the next one over here. So
okay.
You, for persons who are in the bank sector, who have bank accounts, we do that. For persons who don't have that, who don't have the money, tuck it over your because they are maybe cash intensive. And that's perfectly fine because many of us, we had parents who were very cash intensive, but the money was tucked away. I saw my mother with maybe purse. The purse here is the lunch money purse, this over here, so. So what you go in the purse is just lunch money. Wow. So there are practical ways that you as a parent, if you're not in the banking system like that, but just tuck the money away little by little.
I know people have the envelope system, so they'll just have different envelopes and label the,
label
the envelope, and you keep the envelopes in a jar. So you have your gas envelope, your back to school, grocery, school, whatever. So you can put them in that.
In this case, for your kids, you do just that. But the reason why you Mr. Carter is so simple, but simplicity, it works. Because what it does is compartmentalize your brain to know that this is for the child, back to school, and you don't have to be mixing and co-mingling every single thing. And makes that a little bit more difficult. Number three, plan for the hidden costs. I mentioned some main ones here, but let's look at down here. There are costs that comes up in the school year that we don't plan for. You have sports day. I put extra shoes, and every parent will focus on one shoe, but like clockwork, by February, TK, you're going to want a new shoes.
If you reach so long, if you have a wet season, you reach December.
If you have a what?
A wet season.
Exactly.
It's not going to reach.
Because the picnic them shows them a kick football, them a run in the rain. Good God of glory, I tell them. But you want to plan. You have extra lesson as well, that sometimes you don't know if your child will need it. But as they go through the year, you realize that Melissa don't understand this concept, or Jordan don't know, whatever. As a good parent, you have to know plan. Do they need extra lessons? You have to plan towards that, So we have to do what we need to get done for our children to be where we're heading. Number four, I say use the school calendar as a money calendar. So most schools will provide you with an annual calendar of events. What I generally do is I scan through to say what will have a cost attached to it. So most schools give you the main ticket. You have Heroes Day trip, you have the Jamaica Library trip, you have the Devon House tour. They'll give you Sports Day coming up. They'll give you Cotton Candy Day.
Class party.
Them got some days.
Class party, Jeans Day, Crocs Day,
Crocs Day. And bear in mind, you're paying to go to these things. I'm going to pay the school fee already.
I'm tired.
For Crocs Day, popcorn and snow cone day. As a parent, you know when your child go to school, everybody eats snow cone and your child not eat snow cone. You want to be like a snow cone. So it's an extra $500. And some school, we never call name. Every other month they have one day. Snow cone day. But as a parent, you check the calendar to see what is happening during the school year.
So even if you don't know the actual costs, you kind of just estimate it?
Yeah, because if you're not a new parent, you would have gone through last year. You have a main little idea. But ask the question. So my child is starting a new school. I'm asking the question. Hey, what do you normally have? That kind of thing. Just to give me some peace of mind. Because I love that. I can't bother. So use that. So Jason mentioned some just now. I gave some examples. October, maybe Heroes Day field trip. You may go to Port Royal, you may do something, go to a Hero Circle, I don't know, but you may have that. Then over January, you may have like a sports day, the new shirt, them pom-pom, whatever the case is. You may have class party in December, and them class party, them expensive now. $3,000, like an all-inclusive party, $4,000 for a ticket, $5,000.
One piece of chicken, one piece of...
Oh, you get the pizza. The pizza slice, tin like, I don't know.
Cut the regular two, you know.
One slice, not 4, just party size. And that's what you're getting. The better we just pay for something there. But you want to plan ahead, parents, because these things happen. And lastly, and I left it for last, is to include the kids in the planning process. Because I want them to be aware that this thing is expensive, and I need you to take care of what you're getting. I'm buying the bag, the shoes, whatever the case is, you need to take care of these items. The first one I have is, as a parent, be honest. If you can't afford some things for your child, let your child know you cannot get, your friend get $2,000 per day, you can't get $2,000 per day. You can get $700 and you go and pack some lunch. But it's important to have that honest discussion with your child as you go back to school. And I mentioned the last thing, you want to teach your child needs versus wants in this practical way. So everybody's getting this to go back to school. It's not a need, Jason. It's not a need, TK. What you X, Y, and Z. Because some things that they may see their friends with is actually a want. And we can't afford it. What your parents do and what me do are two different something. Me do something legal for my own, I don't know.
And you know, the concept of need versus want is different for children. Because when I say my friends with the name brand bag is I need it.
It's a need for you.
I need it. And so you kind of have to explain, hey, here's how this works, here's what. But then you don't want to stress them out though, Carlton, because suppose you really don't have it and you stress out because you also don't have the rent, you don't have the car payment, and you don't have something else. How honest do you get with your children?
Well, as young as 6 years old, I started to get very honest. So I'm not going to say, boy, I may suffer, whatever. But I want to be upfront. We can't afford that right now. We'll try to do it for the next semester. We'll plan ahead better for the next school year. But you want to have honest discussions with your children because what it does is set up their brains as they grow older to know that under everything everybody have, I'm going to have. And life no works so. So as much as you think it's not going anywhere, it does that for your child as they grow older. So look at these 5 tips this morning to see what you can maybe implement as you go forward this month. As we prepare back to school, it's 2 weeks left, you know. School start back in 2 weeks. 2 more weeks, and 1 paycheck leave for those who are monthly paying. And that 1 paycheck must help cover up the things and plan to go into September. So me, I make you know the reality. So who are go out now, just stop go out right now if you have children. Just come back inside now.
Hey.
Come back inside, because school has started in 2 weeks.
TK don't have no back to school
I feel like, you know, in having these lessons every Monday, like I'm
it's
getting...
It's inspiring you?
No, I never said that.
It's inspiring you to help the Minister of Health to accomplish our goals, our birth rate goals?
So a parent is caught between a 30 grand Clarks or a Payless shoes. The child want the 30 grand Clarks. What you do?
If I can afford it, you're going in the Payless shoes.
That is it.
But you want to look at value as well and make this something that can actually last. Because the Payless shoes is $12,000, for example. But the Clarks is $18,000. But the Clarks will last for the entire school year. It makes financial sense to get the Clarks to last for the entire year. However, if the Payless shoe is good, if it's strong, or you buy it, you get the shoemaker and stitch the bottom. I can't tell you about it. Look at Miss Maggie. Who stitched the bottom.
Carlton is speaking from experience, you know.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you.
I stitch the bottom and that's it. Have a good day, guys.
One Maggie on the app. And that was Carlton G Stew on all platforms. Let's Talk Money Kids is available at select places and just tune into his Instagram and you'll see all the links to purchase that book. And that's wonderful advice this morning, Sir Carlton.
Always.
I feel like I'm getting there, TK, to where I want to consider saving towards it.
That is it.
So planning early can really make a world of difference for families. Many thanks again to Carlton G Stew. And coming up on the flip side, we jump on Zoom for your Monday morning diaspora link up. So please stay tuned.
Who will we have this time?
Should critical illness strike, don't let worry fill your head. Say hello to happiness and goodbye to worry with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan. Secure your medical expenses in the event of critical illness ahead of time while benefiting from our investment portfolio and so much more. Give yourself and your family the peace of mind you deserve with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan today. And live secure, live easy.
Much cheaper toll rates on Transjam highways with a T-Tag until October 31st. Ready to get your T-Tag today? Good news! T-Tag packages are discounted by 50%, down to $1,250 until September 30th. The package includes $500 toll credit that you can use right away. Get your T-Tag today from any manually operated toll booth on Transjam highways or Rubis gas station on the Portmore Toll Road.
In need of a loan? AIM Financial is the place to go. We have loans from $20,000 to $3.3 million. Get a loan to pay school or college tuition, medical expenses, bills, fix up your house, buy furniture and appliances, repair or buy a car. And when you're done, take a vacation loan. AIM has a loan for any purpose. Call AIM today. You won't find a better deal elsewhere. Guaranteed.
From this big little island comes a culture the world can't ignore. We're big full of flavor, big full of attitude, and even bigger personality. This bigger than trend. This is who we are. This is how we walk, how we talk, how we show up. Loud, original, unapologetic. And when you think we're done, we're just succumb. We are Jamaican. 30 years bigger and better.
Hey, what I want?
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What a guan? What a guan?
That a guan, pa.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a guan! Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
That's a guan, pa. What a guan? I'm me, the style is no scammer, not style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress, you charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Watch Walking on the Word with Apostle Professor J. Andrew Scott every Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m.
An apostle. Cause 3 contracts to be released to you. So as of tonight, the realm of the supernatural is active and activated to cause 3 contracts. Pow! 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 In Jesus'
Welcome back, Sunrisers. Thanks so much for still being with us right here on CVM. Now, the black, green, and gold took over the red, white, and blue this weekend as Jamaican pride filled the streets of Brooklyn. The inaugural Jamaica Rising Day Parade made history on Saturday, August 8th, bringing together music, culture, heritage, and community with a bigger vision of education, cultural preservation, community upliftment, and economic advancement. Now, here to tell us all about this landmark celebration are the men behind the movement, founder and chairman, Dr. Bill Tinglin, and co-chairman, Dr. Lorman Lynch. Welcome to Diaspora Link Up, gentlemen.
Thank you so very much.
It's so good to have you.
Thank you.
Yes. So Dr. Tingling, we saw what was happening on social media. It brought so much envy to me because I wanted to be there in Brooklyn. But what inspired you to establish the Jamaica Day parade in New York City, and what did it mean to you to witness that event happening?
My brother, Jamaica is filled with talent.
Yes.
It is said that creativity is a faculty of the soul. And I'm from Betheltown, Westmoreland, up in the hills. So we've always had to do something constructive in the mornings before you go to school. So getting back to your fundamental question, what inspired me? My brother. I was at the Israeli parade, and I asked myself after the parade, how come Jamaican having the strongest brand in the Caribbean, how come we don't have our own parade? So I got back to my office and I consulted Dr. Una Clark. Dr. Una Clark, as you know, is one of the first Jamaican council member here in New York. And she gave me specific direction of exactly what to do. So I reached out to Dr. Dunkley and I reached out to Dr. Lorman Lynch, and here we are. Created a formula, put the best brains together, and not only brains, but cultural understanding and cultural awareness about Jamaica. And wow, the great writer said, it is not by might, it is not by power, but it's by his grace while we are here.
I mean, we are seeing some of the images here. I don't know if you can see it on your end. And we're seeing the response. We're seeing what seems like a sea of people. But let me ask, you said it's important to highlight Jamaica, to highlight not just the entertainment, which most people, the music and things which most people are familiar with, but really our culture, our history, our achievements. How was that done for this parade? Like, take us through what it was like to be there. What would I have experienced had I been on the streets of Brooklyn that day?
Dr. Lorman?
Absolutely. The parade really brought Jamaicans, not only from Brooklyn or New York, but across the United States together. As a matter of fact, individuals traveled from out of the country to this event, this historic, this milestone event. There's a saying we have in Jamaica, which says, to go is to know, right? It's hard to explain what Jamaica is like. So we encourage individuals to visit Jamaica. In this situation, you had to have been there to really understand what really transpired. Just the sea of Jamaicans, the sea of friends of Jamaica, the black, green, and gold in the streets lining Ocean Avenue. It was just simply amazing. We saw people crying. We saw people who were united after many, many years of being apart. And that was what really indicated to us that we're onto something great. The fact of the matter is, when we started the planning for this, we were expecting around about 500 individuals. And we said in one of our meetings a couple of weeks ago, if 1,000 individuals show up for our inaugural, for our first event, that would mean success. But when we saw at 10 o'clock, at minimum 5,000 people present, and then by 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, we're looking at minimum 15,000 individuals. We knew we were onto not just an event. This was just not an event. This is really a significant movement in the Jamaican diaspora space.
Doc, you give me goosebumps. You want to sit over here, give me goosebumps when I'm thinking about the thousands of people in black, green, and gold. That's incredible. That's incredible.
So Dr. Lynch, with an event of this magnitude, I'm sure you had some major operational and logistical challenges to contend with. And we're not talking about moving from the team wanting 500 to 1,000 to 15,000. So how did you overcome those challenges? I'm sure you had to shut down the entire...
How to manage?
You're absolutely correct. One of the biggest challenges was that we were producing an inaugural event of this magnitude in New York City. It's like the epicenter of the entire world. So there were significant inevitable challenges from a logistical perspective. Perhaps the greatest challenge came from close to the event, very close to the event, when circumstances required us to change the original parade route and cancel the planned block party, which would have been a real Jamaican street dance. That meant we had to adjust months of planning in a very compressed time frame. And by compressed time frame, I mean we had to adjust our plans in 1 week. We had to communicate those changes quickly to participants, entertainers, vendors, volunteers, elected officials, law enforcement, sponsors, and importantly, the general public. We also had to recognize, and not recognize, but reorganize our floats and vehicles, credentials, all of that. Like the crowd management situation became, it could have become a logistical nightmare. However, we were so impressed, we were very, very impressed with how everyone responded, how our entire team responded. Nobody panicked. We adapted. We strengthened the communications. We worked closely with all city agencies. Last week, I was in a meeting with city agencies, like every single city agency you can think of, for at least 2 or 3 times a day. Yeah, we strengthened those relationships, especially with the NYPD and our partners. We reassigned personnel quickly where it was necessary, and we remained focused on the one objective. The parade had to happen. It really had to happen, and we had to make it safe. So ultimately, that is part of, the Jamaica Rising Day story, and we embrace it. We encountered obstacles, but we found solutions quickly. We adjusted, we persevered, and thousands of Jamaicans, when I say thousands of Jamaicans, I mean
about 50,000
Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica still came out and they celebrated. So
trust me, we saw it online. We were all in Jamaica saying, hold on there, I want to go to Brooklyn.
Trust me.
Black, green and gold take over. It was such a proud moment. But you mentioned, strengthening the relationship with like the NYPD and those various organizations and departments in New York. But speak to me about what you think is going to happen now that this event has launched, and I'm sure will continue. What do you hope happens for the connection between Jamaica, the diaspora, maybe on a business level, on a educationally, for tourism, things like that? What would be the ultimate vision for that?
The ultimate vision is that Jamaica Rising Day has the potential to become much more than a parade. It can become a powerful bridge between Jamaica and the diaspora, connecting our people through culture, but also creating tangible opportunities in tourism, business, education, investment, all of these things. So from a tourism perspective, we can encourage members of the diaspora and friends of Jamaica in particular to visit the island, not only for leisure, but for culture, heritage, and community-based tourism. From a business perspective, Jamaica Rising Day can create a platform where Jamaican entrepreneurs, diaspora-owned businesses, my friends, investors and major corporations can build relationships, showcase products, and explore opportunities on both sides. Let me tell you something. We missed out on a lot of money on Saturday. Education, it is equally important. We can develop partnerships between schools, universities, youth organizations, and professionals in Jamaica and the diaspora, to creating exchanges, mentorship opportunities, scholarships, and pathways for young people.
Yes.
And culturally, it is just through the roof.
Okay.
Culture is the thread that really connects everything together. The music, the food, the fashion, the language. Let me tell you something. We were on display not only for New York on Saturday, but for the entire world. There were systems in place to capitalize on.
Yes. So as we close, Dr. Tingling, speak to us now. Following the success of this inaugural parade, what are the plans for 2027 and beyond for the Jamaica Day Rising Parade?
We will be having this every year. Every year. Dr. Lawman says 15,000. According to the estimate, he was being modest. How about putting on to 50,000 plus? That's how many people were here. So next year, with careful and proper planning, we'll be merging our parade into Prospect Park. So this year again, we're in the process of putting it all together. As Dr. Lorman said earlier, we want to be able to establish a strong entity. What is that strong entity? A voting bloc. We want to be able to put together, as Dr. Lorman said, an international confluence of exchange. Because here again, Jamaica's brand is so strong, it's best that we capitalize on it. We're good in sports. We're good in intellectual capacity in providing all of. Look, did you know that the Northern Carolina University won the technological event in 2026? This is the second time in a year.
Wow.
In a row, rather. So Jamaica has everything that God has given to them, and they just want to spread it. I've always said, you take a Jamaican from anywhere in Jamaica, it doesn't matter where, and he or she can
book a ticket, guys.
Can build and produce anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, let me just say congratulations and kudos on staging such a fantastic event. I mean, there are so many people who could have thought of it or, just thought it would have been a good idea. Wanting to actually execute it and to execute it at this level and on this scale. So kudos to you and thank you for what you're doing for Jamaica and the diaspora in general.
And TK, fly high or low next year.
Next year, 2027, we are there.
We are there.
We are there.
Make sure. Book your tickets from now.
Yes.
That is it.
So from celebrating our culture and achievements to creating opportunities for business, education, tourism and investment, the Jamaica Rising Day Parade is clearly about more than one day of celebration. So Dr. Tingling and Dr. Lynch, congrats again on making history with the inaugural parade. And thank you for joining us on Diaspora Link Up. So coming up next, it's over to our news desk with TK Dawkins. Stay with us. It's still sunrise.
By the Office of the Prime Minister is
7 a.m.
Everybody want to see if a country right now.
One thing about Jamaicans, we might have differences, but we know when something is good for all of us. And when we work together against crime and violence, we are stronger than ever. And that's how we know the Citizen Security Plan can work.
That one that name CSP.
The Citizen Security Plan is an initiative of the Ministry of National Security in partnership with the European Union. It's an all-of-government effort to create safer streets and build stronger communities. Go to mns.gov.jm to learn how you can play your part.
Kids, come on, it's dinner time.
Keep your memories fresh.
Did she just A, win the lotto, B, get a low light bill, or C, get news that she can't wait to tell? It's C, because when you refer your friends or family to JN Bank for a mortgage, you could get up to $100,000 cash, even if you don't have a mortgage with us. If your referrals get approved and moves from house hunting to home owning, you get rewarded. So go ahead, tell a friend and earn from it. Visit jnbank.com to learn more about JN's Tell a Friend Mortgage Rewards. JN Bank will help you find a way.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes.
looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Hi,
I am Candy Pang.
What a guan?
What a guan?
That a guan, pa.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a guan? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
That's a guan, pa. What a guan?
Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake says there has been a 20% decrease in the country's murder rate when compared to this time last year. In a message on social media, Commissioner Blake says the country, with the assistance of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, is making steady progress in reducing murders and other violent crimes in the society. The Commissioner says the next phase of the country's murder reduction effort is to reduce domestic and interpersonal violence. Commissioner Blake is calling on the country to reflect on what peace is. He points out that even though the concept is simple, it is significantly profound. Dr. Blake says peace in the society must be built, protected, and sustained by the choices Jamaicans make every day. He adds that peace building begins at homes and other aspects of communities, as the police alone cannot build a culture of lawfulness. Commissioner Blake says that together the police and citizens must continue to fight the good fight against crime. Police have now laid charges in the shooting death of US-based actor Brian Todd Anthony Boucher. The suspect, Andre Dixon, was charged Sunday by detectives attached to the Portmore Criminal Investigation Branch, CIB, for Boucher's killing. Dixon was arrested Thursday night in connection with the killing of 43-year-old Boucher, also known as Rasa Jai, who was gunned down in Waterford, St. Catherine. Investigators say Boucher was standing along the Kendall Main Road with a group of people when a gunman opened fire, hitting him and another man. Boucher later succumbed to his injuries while the other victim was treated in hospital. Police say Dixon remains in custody and is expected to appear in court in the coming days. Chief Executive Officer of the National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority, Ambassador Anthony Anderson, is heading to Peru this week to examine that country's internationally recognized reconstruction program as Jamaica ramps up its own resilient rebuilding efforts. Ambassador Anderson will travel from August 9 to 13, meeting technical experts and touring major project sites, including hospitals, schools, and health facilities, to gain first-hand insights into Peru's rebuilding model following the devastating El Niño Costera floods of 2017. Over to sports now. Jamaica's women stormed to a world under-20 leading 42.89 seconds in the 4x100 meters to take gold at the World Athletics Under-20 Championships in Eugene, Oregon on Sunday as the curtains came down on the 5-day event. The quartet of Sashana Johnson, Thiana Lee, Terrelong, Natrice East and Shanoya Douglas clocked 42.89 seconds to take the win and gold medal ahead of Switzerland and Belgium. Jamaica's men's team earned bronze to see the nation end the championship with 8 medals, 2 gold, 3 silver, and 3 bronze for 4th on the medal table. The men's team of Kyle Bodden, Gary Card, Nyrone Wade, and Sanjay Seymour ran a season's best 39.01 seconds to take home the bronze. Gold went to the USA in a world under-20 record of 38.16, while Great Britain took silver in 38.90 seconds. None of Jamaica's 4x4 relay teams were on the podium as the women ended 6th and the men finished 5th. Earlier, Joseph Salmon earned Jamaica's other medal on the day with bronze in the discus throw with a mark of 64.37 meters. Countryman Kamari Kennedy was 4th with 64.18. And that's it for Morning News. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. Sunrise continues after this.
Every day starts with care. Care that's always close. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is where you go for everything you need. From your morning routine to life's biggest moments. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is always by your side. Whether it's prescriptions or household essentials, trust the care that's close to home. Super happy, super healthy, Supermed.
From this big little island comes a culture the world can't ignore. We're big full of flavor, big full of attitude, and even bigger personality. This bigger than trend. This is who we are. This is how we walk, how we talk, how we show up. Loud, original, unapologetic. And when you think we're done, we're just back home. We are Jamaican. 30 years bigger and better.
Everybody want to see if a country right now.
One thing about Jamaicans, we might have differences, but we know when something is good for all of us. And when we work together against crime and violence, we are stronger than ever. And that's how we know the Citizen Security Plan can work.
That one that name CSP.
The Citizen Security Plan is an initiative of the Ministry of National Security in partnership with the European Union. It's an all-of-government effort to create safer streets and build stronger communities. Go to mns.gov.jm to learn how you can play your part.
Before the first patty is baked, they are hands that grow what we need. For Jamaica, by Jamaicans. Through every season and challenge, they built with us. They believed. To every farmer, thank you.
And get creative with your floors, walls, and all the spaces in between. Our knowledgeable sales consultants are happy to help create your beautiful finish with the latest designs in first quality porcelain, wood look, vinyl, mosaics, natural stones, and countertops. At Creative, you will get every tile you need for your residential or commercial projects. Creative Building Finishes, your one-stop shop for everything tiles. Visit our showroom at 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get creative.
Mommy, there's a whole heap of things I need to go back to school, you know. I want a trendy school bag with a matching lunch kit, markers, pencil case, ruler, rubber.
Not to mention your uniform and your books. All of this up and down. Cha!
No need to worry! Come to a Zan Supercenter for massive super savings on selected items. From preschool to university, we have everything you need at low prices. Visit our convenient locations at Regal Plaza Crossroads. A Zan Supercenter. It's a lifestyle.
We want a piece for Jamaica. Yeah. Yo, what are you?
Oh man, none of that. No, brother, no, man.
You can see you ever play ref? No big game,
yeah, but a little bad game. No, I said, place when you come from, brother, I want to live good, man. I want to live good, brethren. No shake on, I can play a little bad, brethren.
Really have to shake on?
Yeah, man, and no badness, brethren. Just live good, man.
Come together, I make the violence done.
Welcome back to Law and Order JA, proudly sponsored by the Ministry of National Security and Peace. Now, phones and driving, we all know that they don't mix. But what exactly does the Jamaica's road traffic law say about using your mobile device behind the wheel? There's a $10,000 fine for motorists who use prohibited devices while driving. But what counts as use? Can you simply hold your phone? What about an emergency call or if the vehicle is stationary? This morning on Law & Order JA, we're getting the answers and breaking down your rights and responsibilities with attorney at law Derek Moncrief. Welcome, Sir Moncrief, to the show.
Morning.
How are you doing?
I'm great.
Boy, I'm curious. I'm sure there are many Jamaicans curious. We've been seeing some photos online.
Yes.
So, Counsel, tell us, what constitutes use when it comes to using the phone in your car or the device in your vehicle?
Okay, so firstly, generally there are two offenses which motorists face on the road in terms of using their device. It's usually whether or not they are using it as an electronic communication device or if they are using it as an electronic visual device. So in terms of electronic communication device, we are talking about texting, making the call, etc. But that section of the law actually allows for hands-free use. And hands-free use is defined as using the phone in a way where you are not holding it with one or both hands or any part of the body. So when you catch it, that would count.
That's use.
Yes, that would count as holding it as well. However, if you have it on a phone holder and you're driving and you're talking to someone, that is perfectly legal. Yes, that's not an issue. And obviously, there are certain cases where if you plan to use the phone while driving, you would actually have to pull over.
Use the phone.
Yes, because if you are parked or not in motion and not impeding traffic, then that's fine. So,
Even if the vehicle is on?
Yes.
You don't have to turn off the vehicle to make that call?
Yes, so both conditions have to be satisfied. So if you're at the stoplight and the vehicle is not in motion, you can't say,
but
I can't use the phone because you're impeding traffic.
Right.
Likewise, if you're not impeding traffic, you're on your roadway heading home and the vehicle is in drive and creeping, you're not impeding traffic, but the vehicle is in motion. Right? So you have to ensure that you understand exactly when and how. But it's different for using it as a visual device, so it can't be in your field of vision any at all. So if somebody's on a video call with you, for example, and you're driving and you're not looking at the phone directly, that's an offense because it's in your field of vision. So those are the two areas you have to focus on, whether or not you're using it as a visual device or a communication device.
So Sir Moncrief, does the law prohibit simply holding a phone while driving, or must the prosecution prove that the driver was actually using the device?
Okay, so it's both. So if you're holding it, as mentioned before, if it can be used while you're holding it, it's an offense. So if you look at it from a logical standpoint, what they're trying to prevent is distractions on the road or a motorist from being in a position where you cannot maneuver the vehicle properly. So you don't want to be holding the phone because the section specifically states that if you're holding the phone in a position where it may be used,
it's an offense.
It's an offense. In terms of proof, police officers generally cannot act on an offense unless they observe it directly or if it's reported to them via a third party. In this case, it would be strictly based on observation. So as long as they see you committing the offense, then they can write the ticket.
So what if they see you incorrectly?
Well, that's why you can go to court and challenge it.
But you still get the ticket.
Yes, but the ticket is not proof of guilt. It's a formal accusation.
Okay.
So you have the choice of admitting guilt by paying the ticket or by going to court and challenging the ticket.
Okay.
Counsel, you mentioned the visual use. I don't remember the exact term, but you said visual.
Yes.
So that's if you're on a video call and it's in your field of vision. I understand that. But what about those persons who have it connected, maybe on near their AC unit? So yes, you can see it, but it's giving you directions, for example.
That is allowed as well.
That's allowed.
Yes, because the section 123 specifically mentions the use of a visual device as a navigation system. So if you're using it to navigate, or if you have one of those rear view mirrors that displays video, or obviously if you have a radar with a display that produces images, those are specifically provided for.
That's what was going to be my next question. What about those things? You're using it as a radio, but it's playing the music video at the same time. That's allowed, or can be seen as...
It wouldn't be used as a radio at that time. At that point, it's producing visual images.
So that would not be allowed.
And it would be in a field of vision.
So what about the cars, Counsel, with CarPlay now? and you're not touching the phone, you're not touching the screen, but Netflix or YouTube is there running.
Look at you.
It's a serious.
How is it?
Look at you.
I have to ask, what if you have children in the vehicle?
Oh,
and they're in the back
it's the
watching?
children watching it.
No, once it's in the driver's field of vision, because I mentioned before,
yeah, for putting it back.
these legislations are drafted with the intention to prevent distraction.
Yeah.
So if it's even a glance, that's what they're trying to prevent. So you'd have to have the video on a tablet and then hand it to them on the back seat. That would be different.
And are there any exceptions to this? So, for example, yes, I'm driving, yes, I'm whatever, but I'm making an emergency call, or things like that.
And you can't stop the vehicle.
You can't stop the vehicle. It's an emergency, right?
Okay, so this is an instance where the discretion of the officer would have to be applied, but the law itself does not provide for emergency calls. But we can imagine a situation, let's say a midwife or a doctor on a call, emergency call, getting directions. You can imagine a situation a police officer can be lenient.
But those are few and far between, yeah.
Yes, they are.
Those are few and far between.
Especially now, 2026, you can simply say, Siri, call this number, end this call, without touching the device in your talk.
You say, Siri, you're an iPhone user, that's right. What about the phone holders being on the windshield?
No, it's not a breach. Whether or not the phone is in the holder, on the windshield, or mounted on the dashboard, it's not a breach. What is actually discussed in terms of the tickets is whether or not it's displaying images, whether it's in use. So you have to be mindful of the usage, not necessarily a phone holder or a phone inside the phone holder.
You mentioned that the ticket is a formal accusation. I think you had said, you had mentioned it like that. What are the steps of challenging a ticket? I don't believe I should have gotten this ticket. Is it just a matter of waiting till the court date, showing up in traffic court, pleading my case, or are there different channels and different avenues that one takes?
Well, that's usually the first step. So the ticket would outline the payment date, the payment deadline, and also outlines a court date. So if you wish to challenge, then you would turn up to court and then you would obviously plead not guilty and present the evidence. The difficulty is that at times these incidents are motorist's word against the police officer's word because there was no other person to provide evidence, maybe as a witness or video evidence. It's just you and a police officer on the side of the road. But in instances like that, obviously the person who presents the best argument, the most logical argument, can actually win on the day.
So what if
Hey, Jason fights for using phone, you hear what's happening there, he's like, no, but listen, what if I just watching a little thing in the icon now? Put down the phone, Jason,
Okay, fine.
Put down the phone. It's for our own good and it's for our own safety.
And just to be clear, if you're using your phone for GPS purposes, that is fine. You just can't be holding it.
And you can't be tinkering with it.
So you can't be holding it.
Yes, you can't be holding it. So it has to be hands-free. So obviously, if it's navigation and you're selecting the location, then that's a part of the entire process. But if it's a case where you're between navigation and maybe a video, or it's different. So remember, when a police officer stops the vehicle, it's mainly at that point that he can examine what's happening inside, or if they're in a position where they could see. So if he pulls you over and he sees that there is Google Maps currently active on the screen, that's not an offense, obviously. So you're using it for navigation purposes. So if you are persistent in terms of your usage of a visual device, you can stick to navigation.
Yeah, let me just clarify, Jimmy. Let me clarify. I am a law-abiding citizen. I don't use my phone while I'm driving, TK.
No, so. I'm just saying. I have one last thing. So, what about those people who don't have the holder things that are on your windshield or the phone holders, right? And so it's on navigation, but it's like on your lap.
That's fine as well.
Okay.
That's fine as well.
Because you're not touching it, you're still just using it for navigation.
Yes. I think the contention was whether or not a phone in someone's lap it can be viewed as being held. But obviously it's not being held.
I was about to say because it's on your lap.
Yes, because I've heard of instances where persons are saying that they got a ticket for the phone in their lap. But obviously, it would be a misinterpretation of the legislation because holding the phone, whether here or here, is different from resting the phone.
So would you advise a motorist to prove their knowledge of the law in that situation or just to go to court?
If it's on their lap? No, you can definitely ask. It's a case.
But what if you say, I heard on Sunrise that Councilman Creve said it can be on my lap, according to the law?
Asking police officers questions is not an issue. Sometimes maybe ego comes into play and you asking questions makes it a little more difficult.
And how you ask the question.
Yes, but saying, I heard that it being held and it being rested on your lap does not count as holding the phone. That's a perfect reasonable question, especially if you ask it respectfully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I learned a lot this morning.
Did you?
Not that I was guilty. Did you? I wasn't guilty of anything.
I hope you learned.
I did.
A big thank you to Attorney at Law Derek Moncrief for helping us separate the facts from the misconceptions with the traffic laws. And remember, understanding the law is part of being a responsible road user. So thank you for joining us this morning for another Law and Order JA, proudly sponsored by the Ministry of National Security and Peace. Coming up next, we'll go from land to water. We'll be speaking about the 2026 Goodwill Swimming Championships. Sunrise continues after this. Come back, swim back to us.
Not the swim back.
Want to see a country right now. One thing about Jamaicans, we might have differences, but we know when something is good for all of us. And when we work together against crime and violence, we are stronger than ever. And that's how we know the Citizen Security Plan can work.
That one that name CSP.
The Citizen Security Plan is an initiative of the Ministry of National Security in partnership with the European Union. It's an all-of-government effort to create safer streets and build stronger communities. Go to mns.gov.jm to learn how you can play your part.
Much cheaper toll rates on Trans-Jam highways with a T-Tag until October 31st. Ready to get your T-Tag today? Good news! T-Tag packages are discounted by 50%, down to $1,250 until September 30th. The package includes $500 toll credit that you can use right away. Get your T-Tag today from any manually operated toll booth on Trans-Jam highways or Rubis gas station on the Portmore Toll Road.
From this big little island comes a culture the world can't ignore. We're big full of flavor, big full of attitude, and even bigger personality. This bigger than trend. This is who we are. This is how we walk, how we talk, how we show up. Loud, original, unapologetic. And when you think we're done, we're just succumb. We are Jamaican. 30 years bigger and better.
Could I drive out fresh in a MG ride with a staycation all inclusive flex? Yeah. I touch a million cash. Yes. Smart TV, PS5, and home upgrade.
Turn up your winnings this summer with Digicel. Sign up or switch to postpaid or Digicel Plus. Buy a SIM. Top up with 5 bills or more. Buy a 7-day plan or higher. A smartphone deal or just pay your bill. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act. Promotion period June 24 to September 5, 2026. Visit DigicelJamaica.com for terms and conditions.
Watch Walking on the Word with Apostle Professor J. Andrew Scott every Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m.
An apostle, on habit, cause 3 contracts to be released to you. So as of tonight, the realm of the supernatural is active and activated to cause 3 contracts. Jesus' name.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
a guan?
What's a guan?
That a guan, pa.
What a guan?
What a guan?
What a one! Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
That's a guan, pa. What a guan?
Employers, your heart contribution builds a stronger workforce and strengthens the economy. It's not just contribution, it's transformation. The time by heart is...
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Walking on the Word with Apostle Professor J. Andrew Scott every Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m.
Hallelujah. And they have some people now where you look forward for them. They bring a joy to you. They make you laugh. When you see them, they make you give you a good vibe. And them people that you want around you, man. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Now follow me with your heavy self, man. Sure. Your heavy down, sir. Hallelujah.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different...
Welcome back to Sunrise. So Jamaica is getting ready. That's a stroke.
It's a stroke.
Yeah, man.
Talented. You want butterfly?
You're so multifaceted, TK. All right, backstroke now. Yeah. So Jamaica is getting ready to make a splash on the regional stage. 40 of Jamaica's top young swimmers are heading to Trinidad and Tobago for the 2026 Goodwill Swimming Championships happening August 14 to 16. And after bringing home an impressive 21 gold, 19 silver and 16 bronze medals last year, Team Jamaica is looking to go even bigger this time around. So joining us for Once to Watch, our head coach, Lemon Lowe, along with swimmers Stephen Hufong, Zoya Hawes, and Leah Baker. Welcome to Sunrise, everybody.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us.
I'm not so small.
Them just look a little bit, but clearly them Talawa,
Trust me.
Little bit Talawa.
Trust
Coach, let me
me.
start with you. Your days are, it's days away.
Yes, it is.
What's the mindset going into this this competition? You know, how does one even get ready at this stage now? What happens between now and Wednesday?
Well, we stay calm, collected. That's the first thing. We have been practicing a lot in the pool in terms of how to prepare ourselves or what to expect there. And so the team has done that very well this year. So we're looking forward. We have done a lot of work in terms of the pool. And so now we're ready to execute our race strategy when we get to Trinidad.
Okay, so Coach, tell us about the Goodwill Swim Championships and how Team Jamaica is preparing to represent.
So last year we had a good showing, a record-breaking haul in terms of the medals, and we're preparing the same way. We focus a lot on our UREs, which is our unique racing edge. Our starts, our turns, our underwaters, because we're swimming in a 25-meter pool, not a 50. And what that simply means is that, as you say, who is that? A wall will be presented. So it's not like before where normally in a 50 you can build up in your races. This time it's not going to be that. It's going to be a lot of turns. Yeah, a lot of turns, a lot of skills that you have to use to, really be good at your race. So that's what we have been practicing in preparation for the games.
So Zoya, let me ask you, how are you feeling going? Because Coach said, no, man, we're just going to keep it calm, and we're just getting it. Zoya, how you feel?
I feel good. I feel positive. I feel it's not my first time going to Goodwill. So I also been to Trinidad, my first Goodwill in 2022. So I would say that I'm used to this. So I feel positive. I feel good going into it.
Nice.
I feel ready.
So you swim all the strokes, or you swim one particular stroke?
I swim all the strokes, but specifically fly.
Butterfly.
All right.
Yes.
So Leah, were you a part of the team last year?
No, this is my first time representing Jamaica.
So how does it feel being selected?
It feels really good, especially since I only started swimming competitively like in December. December is where I actually started. So,
last year?
Yeah, so I actually started to focus on locking on swimming. That's where I performed at Christmas Open and did really good, and Coach Simone saw my potential, and I've been working hard up to this point. And knowing that I already make a Jamaica team, it feels really good.
She's so excited. I'm excited for you because you're so excited. Steve, let me ask you, what are you looking forward to the most with Trinidad and this entire competition?
I'm looking forward most to going out to swim for my country and just represent well.
Again, so you also swim everything, or you focus on
I swim everything, but I mainly focus on breaststroke and
breaststroke mainly. Leah, what about you?
Oh, I mainly focus on breaststroke, but coach is giving me everything, so I am swimmer, I guess.
So coach, I know we have 3 of the team members here, but I'm sure we have a bigger team.
Yeah, 40.
And you have 40. And I'm assuming you have more persons under the umbrella than the 40?
Yeah, the management team.
Yeah, so
but
how
in
do you
terms of
select?
athletes, yeah, so that's a good question. They have to go through a criteria, and that criteria, I believe, starts somewhere between October right until our last swim meet in June. And so there is a criteria where they have to either meet times or placement. So each event, the top 2 swimmers in that event is selected, and as a result, that's how the team is selected.
And so how can we're here, we see, we want to support, how can we watch the competition? Is there a way?
Right, so ASAT, the Aquatic Sporting Association of Trinidad, has put together a live stream on YouTube.
Nice.
So you'll be able to watch it. 3:30 p.m. is the opening ceremony, and then 4:30 thereabout the competition actually starts.
And that's next week. That's Wednesday. That
will be Friday coming.
That's Friday coming.
Friday is the opening ceremony, and Friday the meet actually will get on its way as well. So Wednesday we get acclimatized to the pool, do a few laps here and there. We start, feel out the blocks, and then we rest and we get ready for the opening ceremony on Friday. And the meet
so
as well.
Stephen, Zoya, Leah, how does it feel to be wearing the name Jamaica? Anybody can answer.
It feels good. It definitely feels good to represent my country. To let everybody know that I'm a proud Jamaican.
Nice.
I love that.
Nice. Leah, let me ask you, because it's your first year, so let's say you're on the blocks and you feel a little nervous or whatever. How do you calm yourself down? How do you, get yourself into that zone and get ready to jump off the blocks?
Okay, so first I focus on the race that I'm going to do, like if it's 200 free especially, because I need a lot of focus for that one. I do deep breathing, breathe in for 4, breathe out for 4, and try to focus and get my head together and remember all the things that coach has told me, like my flip turns, my starts, everything needs to be perfect, because those girls, they're not going to play.
You see how Coach told a while ago because they are listening to class, Coach is smiling. He said the right thing.
Coach said yes, breathing exercise, yes.
But Stephen, for you, apart from the competition, you're going to Trinidad and Tobago. Are you looking forward to meeting new friends, trying different foods?
Yeah, well, as a swimmer, when you travel to places, you trade stuff, trade caps, trade shirts, those type of things.
Really?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to meeting new people and having the experience to do that.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. I'm so excited to see what you guys do, and whatever happens, we're so proud of you, because I'm sure it's enough hard work. Because what you do, you train before school, you train after school. How you go? What is training?
Morning training and afternoon.
So what time do you wake up?
4:30.
4:30?
4:45.
Every day.
Oh, look at work here, man. when you come back, let's just talk to us. We can get our work on sunrise. You know what I mean? You wake up early.
I think being a swimmer, you just naturally become an early riser.
Naturally.
Wow.
So this would be a perfect job for you.
We need to look at swimmers now.
Yes.
So, Coach, let me ask you this. So, first, maybe there's somebody out there who wants to support the team. I don't know whether it's financially, whether it's giving products or anything. How do we reach out to you?
Yeah, so we have Carla Hollingsworth, that is our team manager, as well as you can come by the stadium at the Aquatic Sporting Association of Jamaica, that's by the stadium, to give anything that you can and support us in any way you can. So we're glad to take it, especially now.
I'm sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the team is accepting, whether it's finances, whether it's products, sponsorship of any kind. Sure. You can definitely reach out. But, Coach, good job.
Thank you. A lot of work. Thank you.
You're nervous?
Oh, yeah, very nervous. Very nervous, but in an exciting way. And I'm looking to channel that nerves.
That's good, yes. Nerves are
into
good.
the
That
kids
means you're doing something right.
You're smiling after coach. But we wish you guys all the very best. And we're sure that your hard work will be honored.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
And just remember to breathe. Let's do it. How you go? Breathe in for 2, what you just say?
I breathe in for 4, then breathe out for 4. And
Ready?
do that
Ready, let's do it.
Who can count us down?
1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. See it there? I feel calm
It's a gold medal for me. Hey.
Yeah, think that's a gold medal, go.
Listen. To dream.
40 young athletes, 1 flag, and a whole lot of Jamaican pride heading to Trinidad. So thank you for joining us, of course. And we're wishing Coach Lamone Lowe and the entire Team Jamaica Swim Squad all the best at the 2026 Goodwill Swimming Championships. Go out there, represent Jamaica with pride, and make those lanes black, green, and gold. All right? And we're looking forward to watching you on the live stream. Appreciate you. So we'll now go to a break, but stay with us. There's more sunrise after this. We're going to breathe. Breathe with us until we come back. Ready?
Ready?
Keep your memories fresh.
Mommy, there's a whole heap of things I need to go back to school, you know. I want a trendy school bag with a matching lunch kit, markers, pencil case, ruler, rubber.
Not to mention your uniform and your books. All of this up and down. Cha!
No need to worry! Come to a Zan Supercenter for massive super savings on selected items. From preschool to university, we have everything you need at low prices. Visit our convenient locations at Regal Plaza Crossroads. A Zan Supercenter. It's a lifestyle.
From this big little island comes a culture the world can't ignore. We're big full of flavor, big full of attitude, and even bigger personality. This bigger than trend. This is who we are. This is how we walk, how we talk, how we show up. Loud, original, unapologetic. And when you think we're done, we're just suck on. We are Jamaican. 30 years bigger and better.
Walking on the Word with Apostle Professor J. Andrew Scott every Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m.
Hallelujah. And then you have some people now where you look forward for them. They bring a joy to you. They make you laugh. When you see them, they make you give you a good vibe. And them people that you want around you, man. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Now follow me with your heavy self, man. Sure. Your heavy down, so. Hallelujah.
I'm me the stylist, no scammer, no style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress, you charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
This is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Search for its breeding sites and destroy them.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is 7:45.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
What's your story?
I am a success story, yeah, success, a success story. I am a success story, yeah, success, a success story. I am a success story, yeah.
Welcome back, Sunrise Nation. So we have a question for you. What does it really mean to be a man today? And are we giving men and boys enough space to talk about the pressures they face? From mental health and emotional suppression to societal expectations and financial pressures, the Ombre Movement Jamaica is working to break the silence and create safe spaces for men and boys to be heard, supported, and empowered. This morning, we're joined by Ombre Executive Director Lasan Blake and Director of Research and Publications Anil Madden to talk about reshaping the mentality, building healthier communities, and redefining what it means to be a man. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. And
Thank
good morning.
you. Good morning.
I'll sit in on this one, you know. But, we always need a little touch of the ladies on this. But let me jump in and ask. First of all, I think this is such a great idea.
Yes.
I think it's so needed. But first of all, what is Ombre? What's the goal of Ombre, and what inspired you guys to start it?
All right, so Ombre,
okay.
Understanding Male Biases and Redefining Expectations is the play on word of the Spanish hombre.
Hold on, say that again. What does it stand for? Ombre?
Understanding Male Biases and Redefining Expectations.
Wow.
That sounds smart.
So, you know, Spanish hombre, which means man, and so we just played on that and we got our version of hombre. And we thought it was necessary to create a space where men can feel comfortable to talk about issues affecting them and to challenge some of the stigmas and stereotypes affecting men. And we started back in 2022. At the time, I was working at a particular institution as a young lecturer, and Lasan, along with two other students at the time, have to mention them, Kelron Bellot and Denver Smith. They were under a tree on a bench talking, and as a young lecturer, you know, interacting with students, I went to find out what they were talking about or what they were doing. And I realized that they were talking about these challenges that were affecting, you know, young men. And I was like, okay, let's talk more. And so I became their mentor at the time, and that's how we started Ombre. And we just found, you know, it was necessary and needed for men to have these communities where they can talk about a lot of things that we bottle up, as men. And of course, we can agree that these things affect men on a wider scale in the society. Looking back at statistics coming from 2024, for example, in terms of suicide. And in fact, just recently in the news, we see that there's a spike again in suicide cases. In 2024, the statistics reported that there were about 66 suicide cases reported in Jamaica, and of the 66, 61 of them were men. So, that's a very serious case, and we want to be able to advocate for men and to let them know that, listen, what you're facing is not unique to you. There are other men with these challenges as well, but we can be a support system for each other.
Yes. So, Sir Blake, the motto is reshaping the mentality. I know we just heard about suicide and men, but what are some of the biggest harmful ideas about masculinity in Jamaica right now? And how is Umbre seeking to change that?
I'd say one of the biggest ones would be, we've said it in different ways over the years, but it's essentially hold up your stress. So men, and especially Jamaican men, are expected to always hold up your stress and keep it inside. And I feel like that alone contributes to so much that is happening with men and in our society. If you talk to persons who are probably in lockup, so I'm a police officer as well, so I see that majority of the persons that we bring in, are majority of the offenders for certain criminal activities are men, and a lot of these men were dealing with that stigma. So Jamaican men in general are encouraged to have this tough demeanor or this strong or gangster vibes, and they do it to try to fit in, and they always act as if nothing is wrong, and then they find bad ways or illegal ways to cope or to feel cool, because that gives them that makes them feel good for the moment, you know. So I think that's something that we really need to change, and kind of just change that mindset that not only the men have, because sometimes we do these things to impress women, because women want a gangster, they want a money man. Because even the other day I was at a school, and there's this guy, typical pretty boy in high school, fresh haircut, dye up, pants dropped down, all of that, and I approached him and I was talking to him, and I was asking him why isn't he at class, and because of how I approached him in a calm way, he was telling me that really and truly he's not interested in what school is offering, but what he's doing now, him knows when he leaves school, he's not going to be able to get the women, so he might get them from now by doing things, so he might roll like gangster and galley. So that was the conversation that we had. And right there, I'm like, no, we need to, these are the things that we're teaching them from the young and making them feel like they need to do this to impress the lady. And then when they go out in the world now, and it's time to get serious, they see that they need a job, they need money, the first thing that they go to is some illegal activity. So there's so much stemming from that one little stigma or stereotype that we have. So much. That's just like 2 examples, but there are a lot more.
So you're talking especially about jobs. They have to be thinking about the jobs in the future, and giving them a space to speak. It's not just about talking to the gentlemen, it's also help with job applications. There's academic support, there's things like that. Tell me a little bit about that.
Right, so one of my primary jobs is that of an educator at the university level, and so whether in an informal or formal way, we try to provide that support for men. The truth is that if we even look at our university statistics, the ratio between men and women outperform men by a large percentage. And so I want to say that I tend to look out for male students because I understand the challenges that a lot of them go through, and sometimes it's just a matter of not knowing what exists and to provide access and support for these men. So you want to find a job. Okay, and I find that sometimes going through university, the thing that you're supposed to prepare students for, they need to be able to write a cover letter and a CV to be able to apply for a job, but you have the content knowledge, but then you don't have a CV or a cover letter that will propel you to get a job at the end of the day. So we provide that sort of support in terms of providing access to like scholarships and grants where, you know, if you're struggling, then we can guide you in terms of where you can look to get these kinds of support so that you can become a better person, a better man, because
and we need more good men.
Yes.
And we need more good people, you know, but we especially need more good men. Yeah.
So you have two big things coming up, exclusives. You have a Man Up mentorship program, and you also have an inaugural Men's Day conference in November.
Yeah.
So speak to us about those two briefly.
All right. You want to take the mentorship?
Yes. All right. So for Man Up is we're actually trying to redefine that term. So normally, when you hear man up growing up in Jamaica, I'd say it's a toxic term.
Yeah.
You drop, you cut your knee instead of cry, they tell you to man up. You're a man, you're rough. You don't need to cry. So that's what we're used to. And I think it's one of those key terms that we need to change into something else. So we want to have that program reaching out to youths from an early stage, providing access to certain opportunities, giving them direct mentors in the fields that they'd want to go to. So for me, when I was in high school, I was saying, all right, Dr. Blake, that's where I want to go. I want to become a doctor. But to find a doctor, I can't just go into a doctor's office, and most of them were Indians. I don't know if that's still the case. So I go to them and say, hey, I can't just say, hey, I want you to be my mentor. It feels weird. So, you know, we're going to actually have this program where we're connecting persons that are in the spaces that they want to go, and that person can guide them. And then also, if from an early stage they say, all right, I want to go to med school, I want to do this, I want to do that, we can outline a process for them, or have persons in the field outline the process. They know that, all right, I need to do this now, I need to that, so they don't have to say leave high school and then they're running all over the place. I didn't do this subject, I didn't do that. So man up, and there's also a mental health side to it. As I said, we're redefining the term. So these persons will also form a support system for them. So they have a safe space, somebody can go to, hey, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. Because what we're trying to do, we're trying to create better men who can positively contribute to society. So that program will focus on holistic development. It's still being worked on. We're working on the proposal to send out to different agencies. We want to partner with the Ministry of Education. I'm also trying to bring the Jamaica Constabulary Force on board, so working on that now. And it has a nice meaning. So man up will be an abbreviation. Mr. Madden here is the one who's creative with the words. It's a long meaning. So I don't have it now, but
I'm sure you can.
Yes, but we're still working on the proposal, and you know, you can check out the Umbre Instagram or Facebook page, so Umbre Jamaica, UMBRE, and more information will be placed on those platforms.
Nice.
Right, so the inaugural conference that we're looking to host, so as someone who has a column in the newspaper, in one of Jamaica's leading newspapers, weekly, I often articulate on these issues around like Father's Day, International Men's Day. And one of the things that we've noticed is that, and this is not to bash women or anything, but the fanfare surrounding Father's Day and International Men's Day is not as great as Mother's Day and Women's Day. You have all the conferences and the talk shows and everything that takes place. But when it comes on to men, we really don't have anything. So I remember articulating something around Father's Day, and so I wrote a piece in the newspaper with Demaria Patterson, which is one of our directors at Umbre, and it caused the editorial board of the newspaper to respond to our piece to say, listen, men must lead the celebration of men. And I agree with the editors, you know, that we need to take that in charge. And so on that basis, we decided that, listen, nothing of the sort has been done, at least, you know, to our knowledge. So we are looking to host an inaugural men's conference coming up in November. It might not be on International Men's Day because it will fall in the week, but it may be at the weekend.
Love that. So that's all like we need to bring both of you back
Absolutely.
to speak about that, as well as to let us know how men like Jason, I'm sure, would be of great contribution and a great mentor, how men can really participate and help this movement forward. So, but for now, if we want any more information, we can just go on the Ombre JA Instagram page, is what you mentioned, right?
Ombre JA on Instagram, Ombre Jamaica, and the other platforms.
Ombre JA and Ombre Jamaica. Love that. Love that. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. From mentorship and empowerment to creating safe spaces for honest conversations, Ombre is challenging men and boys to move beyond silence and towards support, accountability, unity, and purpose. That's on. Blake and O'Neill Madden, thank you so much for joining us and giving us some really, really good information. And thank you for what you're doing to give men and boys a really great voice, you know, in this time. So coming up next, we wrap today's edition of Sunrise. Stay with us.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What a guan?
What a guan?
That a guan pa.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a guan? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
And that's a guan pa. What a guan?
All I wanna do is live a little, breathe a little, and go and enjoy life. 'Cause every more can make a pickle. No matter what you trickle, 'cause things so alright.
And just like that, Sunrise Nation, we've reached the end of another wonderful morning here on CVM at Sunrise. We want to say thank you for waking up with us and for sharing your morning with us and allowing us to be a part of your day. Now, if you missed any part of today's interviews or conversations, don't worry. You can catch the full show again on CVM TV YouTube channel. And remember to follow us across all our social media platforms. It's CVM_television, so you never miss a moment of the action.
So from everyone here at Sunrise, our producers, our directors, the floor crew, our camera persons, the technical team, and of course, our amazing Sunrisers, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, have a safe, productive, and blessed day. And we'll see you tomorrow morning right here on Sunrise.
As the song says, live a little.
Live a little. Give a little.
Yeah.
Go on, enjoy life.
Every muckle make a mickle.
Muckle make a mickle.
No, but him say muckle make a mickle.
Oh, okay, okay.
I've been feeling a little frustrated, feeling so lost. So many days that I have been working so hard. From week I've been anticipating just to take my day off. Because life, it can be amazing if you just pause here, man. Say, live a little, breathe a little, and go and enjoy life. 'Cause every more can make a mickle. No matter what you trickle, 'cause things so alright. All I wanna do is live a little, breathe a little, and go and enjoy life. 'Cause every more can make a mickle. No matter what you trickle, 'cause things so alright. So much to learn, so much to see. Some make it hard when it can be a breeze. We seek peace and to live at ease. Free as can be like the birds and the bees in the trees. Struggle with face is real. Happiness is scarce and it's easy to steal. There is beauty in despair. Comfort in the fear because we know that Jah is always there.
Securing what matters most. The time by Hawkeye is 8 a.m.
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What
Watagwan.
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 Watagwan. Watagwan. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
Watagwan. Cross.
Hey, Watagwan.
In Chronix's song Eternal Fire, he stated that Sawfish is actually not from Jamaica. Fun fact, it's from Norway. We're here at the National Stadium getting ready to enjoy Grand Gala. And we have one question for you. If you had the opportunity to change Jamaica's national dish, what would it be? Let's take a walk and find out.
My national dish is jerk chicken.
A jerk chicken, man, I mainly baba. A jerk chicken, or anything, man.
What would your national dish?
Curry chicken. Curry chicken and white rice.
Curry goat and my national dish, and oxtail, rice and peas. Yeah.
But why those?
These are locally, you can get them locally.
Fried chicken. Kentucky fried chicken. Fried chicken.
Jerk chicken.
Do you like it? Is the first time having it?
No, it's not my first time, but first time having his. First time having his. Are we gonna get a review? Do I have to give a food review right now?
Okay.
All right, first of all, go Jamaica. Happy Independence Day. Yeah, but tell him what it is. One jerk boss, big it up. It's really good. It's got the crisp on the skin. The sauce is on point. And the chicken is not dry. It's juicy. You know, it's tender.
Me and my brethren, them a sit down on the corner. Light up the fire and a wild green banana. And we have to go into water, Elsa.
I would want to choose pork. Jerk pork and roast breadfruit.
My national dish should be stew peas and white rice with spinners, pig tail, salt pork, and fresh beef. National dish, bull and water. It's a bit what everybody loves. That would be KFC.
Oh, Sunday dinner. Oxtail, rice and peas, fried chicken, salad. That's it. It'll probably be patty.
What's kind of patty?
Beef patty. Tasty's beef patty, not juicy.
So what is your national dish?
Well, it's ackee and saltfish with a little bit of fried pork in it, you know, and a little bit of chicken back, you know what I mean? But I think for me it would be stew peas.
Stew peas, but vegan stew peas.
Oh, so you're vegan?
Not really, but I like vegan stew peas.
Nothing but ackee and saltfish.
Oh no, I would not change the national dish. Ackee and saltfish is it. Mix it up with some corn pork. No.
All you do is just add something to it.
I would just add something to it.
Me ackee and chicken back. Ackee and chicken back because saltfish too dear. Can't afford saltfish. Chicken back cheaper. Curry goat and white rice.
Yeah?
I still keep ackee and saltfish. KFC. I don't know why, but it's KFC.
I change it to stew peas.
Stew peas? What would be your national dish?
Cooked chicken and rice.
Rice and peas and chicken. Rice and peas and chicken.